Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and we're back for another episode of the Premier League journey. And we're here for another preview and prediction show. We're predicting Matchday 2 of the Premier League, week 2. If anyone doesn't know what that is, we've got Saeed in the building. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, but I'm stressed. I can't lie. I'm very worried about Sunday's game.
Yeah, I think every Arsenal fan is, to be honest. But we've got also Jason. How are you?
I'm not bad, thank you.
No worries. And we've got the one and only Maisie from Devils United. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all well, thanks.
Wicked. Just go through some of the chats first. Big up Football Capo for becoming a member. Big up all the members as well. So just going to quickly go through that actually. So I keep forgetting it there. The list is getting a big, so I need to keep an eye on it. Where is that? There it is. Yes, big up Football Capo, James, Chris, Saeed, Bargav, Tony, Connor, Yank Talking Smack, and Maisie, and also Talk Man U for being members. And you can do the same by just hitting the join button below from as little as $1.99 a month. It really does help support the Children Liver Disease Foundation. Big up T-Ho in the chat. I hope you're well, mate. Big up Chris as well. And it's a V, mate. Put that on mute. But yeah. So Matchday 2. I'm going to start with obviously we'll start with Man United first. 5-1 win against Leeds. You're going into against Southampton, which are tipped to go down, should we say? I'll start with you, Maisie. How do you feel going into Matchday 2, week 2?
So, you wanted to mention your favourite team in the whole wide world. We thought we'd mention that one first. So, with Man United, I can't see nothing but a win, to be honest. Southampton has lost too many players who are key players, and to be honest, I can't see them winning whatsoever. Like, they lost against us twice last season, 3-2. Yeah, we was very lucky that second half, but that 9-0, and also they had 2 men taken off, obviously with red cards, but I still can't see anything but a win, and I'd be seriously disappointed if we did lose.
Yeah, Jason, how do you see it? Looking at it, Southampton have lost most of their best players, so they don't look strong at all in their squad. So how do you see it, looking at it?
I see enough of slaughtering. I reckon 5-0 to United.
Oh, we'll get to the predictions there, in a sec. But
we got Cavani back, we got Varane, and we got Sancho. If they all start, we've got a nice, good team.
Yeah, say looking at it from an outsider's point of view, we're looking into it, you can't see anything else really, can you?
Nah, no. United's gonna win. It's gonna be a big win, I think. I reckon they play well, they have a lot of good attacking players. Southampton lost their best defender, they lost their best striker. I can't see anything but a big United win. They have a lot of confidence, a lot of players in form. It's gonna be a hard one for Southampton.
Yeah, I think this people having a look at their squad. It don't look. It looks definitely weaker than it did last season, but I think there are weaker squads in the league. By the look of their squad.
Yeah, I agree. There is weaker teams, but and I'd probably say Southampton are probably going to be fighting relegation. I don't think they will get relegated, but I feel like they'll be fighting it. And I feel like that will probably be alongside Newcastle and Brighton. And I think also another one, maybe Crystal Palace as well.
Yeah, it's But yeah, I see them fighting relegation more this time than they were last season. Whether they started really well and then just dropped off like a stone. Yeah, but I don't see anything in this game. I don't see anything other than a Man United win. I will be gobsmacked, like if Southampton win this game, or even draw this game. Even if they draw this game, I'll be gobsmacked. Just by the look of it. So yeah. What other fixtures have we got? Let's have a look at them. I'm trying to find the other fixtures here. So yeah, we've got that, which we've got Liverpool Burnley, which is the early kickoff. Just previewing that for littles, because obviously we're looking at all the top 4 candidates because they're trying to go for the league, all top 4 of them. What do you think towards that? Burnley are just at that side that no one likes playing against, but the Liverpool have got their fans back in their own stadium. So, Jason, how do you see that?
With Virgil van Dijk back this season, Liverpool much tighter in defence again. I reckon it'd be an easy win for Liverpool.
Yeah. Say, what do you think looking at the Burnley game?
Yeah, again, I think Salah, Jota, and Firmino all scored in the last game. They're looking solid. They have a lot to prove. A lot of teams underrate them. I think they're gonna do it well. And Burnley didn't look good against Brighton, so I don't see how they're gonna be able to stop Liverpool.
Yeah, absolutely. Big up James as well. Hope you're well, mate. We've got most of Southampton's defence. Yeah, it's a bit like how Liverpool were when they got Virgil van Dijk. They started nicking a lot of Southampton players as well. Another game that's interesting me in particular is West Ham and Leicester on a Monday night could be quite a sort of a tough game, because I feel West Ham are just they look just as strong as they were. Last week proved that they still look just as strong as they were last season. For me, even though it was against Newcastle, so that would be an interesting game. I'd like to see how Leicester turns out for that one. Maisie, how do you see that one?
You know what I think West Ham's problem is? I feel like it's a defence. As much as they can score goals, they can concede a lot of goals as well. And you've clearly seen it last season. You've seen it against Newcastle as well, that they do concede a lot of goals. Whereas Leicester, they've got a pretty good defence, and especially now they've got Vestergaard, who I'd say is a quality defender, they're only just going to strengthen. So, for me, I actually think it's going to be a Leicester win.
Yeah. Say, what do you make of it? Say, you there? I don't know why I'm showing that. No, obviously he's not there in a minute. Jace, what do you see with
Yeah, I fear that's
Ham?
the win. They got new defender Vestergaard, he looks really good. And they just booked Daka in, he's another brilliant young player. So I can't see West Ham beating Leicester at all. I'll say Leicester's got this one in the bag.
Okay, so that's a very confident way of looking at it.
And another thing as well, Leicester has got really good attacking players as well. Jamie Vardy, give him a sniff of the ball, he's got it in the back of the net. And as well, you've got Harvey Barnes. When he is on form, he can easily put a goal or two away. James Maddison, when he starts and he's on top form, he's another one who can put a goal at the back of the net. They've got really good attacking players, and they've got a really good defence. And for me, I just can't see West Ham beating them, winning against them at all, honestly.
Yeah, I hear that totally. Another game that's interesting me is, or I'd say is interesting towards the bottom end of the table, would be Crystal Palace versus Brentford. Vieira. This is probably Vieira's first proper test. Like Chelsea, we weren't expecting him really to win that game. So you couldn't really judge him on that. I would like to see what he does against Crystal Palace, against Brentford, though. Can he get a result where Arsenal and Arteta couldn't? Maisie, a story. Do you think Crystal
They're
Palace
playing
can get a
Brentford,
result?
right?
They're
For
playing
me,
Brentford.
if Brentford can win against apparent Big Six Arsenal, I can't see why they couldn't win against Crystal Palace. They've got really good players, Brentford. Tony, who scored the most goals in the Championship last season. You've got Mbumo, who is so quick, he could counter-attack at any point. They've obviously got as well Ethan Pinnock, who had the most interceptions in the Championship last season. So it's a really good squad. Even though it's a very cheap squad, they work well together. And they will change their formation at any game to win the game. And you noticed that last season, especially in the Championship. So I actually do feel like it's going to be a Brentford win.
Yeah, Jason, what do you say?
For me, the problem with Crystal Palace is Edsy. He's a good young player. Once they get him back, put him with Saha. If they get Diallo or no, they have a great front three. But right now, all I can see is a draw, probably.
Draw. So
Yeah.
you don't think Everton? You don't think Brentford could possibly get away with a win here? Like they did against Arsenal.
Maybe if Tony starts playing like last season's full.
Well, he definitely showed himself well against Arsenal. He really he bullied Arsenal's defense last time out, and that was sort of part of Arsenal's downfall against Brentford, that we were just totally bullied throughout the entirety of the game. That is something you might need to watch out with Brentford when playing them. Is if you're not if the defense is not on top of their game, they'll easily get bullied. Easily get bullied by their strikers. So
I do kind of feel sorry for Vieira. He's got into such a challenging role at Crystal Palace because he's lost so many good players. His best player is Zaha by a mile. He's got a striker who doesn't know how to bloody score at the back of the net. He's obviously as well, the defense isn't up to scratch neither. He's got to rebuild the whole team. And it's going to be such a challenge, especially for a manager who doesn't have much experience. It'd be challenging even for a good manager to rebuild the team. But for a manager who has barely got any kind of experience, it's going to be even harder. And he's got to rely on players in the youth, for instance. He's got to got players from loan. He's got to do something to try and rebuild his team and to make sure he isn't fighting that relegation. And if it works off, I'll give my hats to him. But you don't even know what is going to happen because the Premier League is so unpredictable.
Yeah, I hear you totally on that because, how do I put this? They haven't got the money to spend to get themselves out of that sort of trouble. To get the players to cover and replace what they've got already. So it is going to be a struggle for them. Just gonna quickly go through a check. So I've missed a load of comments. Big up Steven and panel. Tell me this time we've got most of Southampton's defense. Yes, just did that. Get your predictions, June, and smash the likes. Evening, all hi. Big up Munzi as well. Follow me, Jane. Okay. Right.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm
right.
back.
I've got West Ham 1-3 Leicester, but I have a dreadful feeling it could be a draw. That's the thing.
And that's coming from a Leicester fan. Oh my god.
Well, it could easily end up that way. It's just Arsenal are No, sorry, West Ham are a bit unpredictable in a minute. Big up Stephen and the panel, everyone there. Chat. Danny Scott, Big Six. They're not part of it in a minute. They're not acting like a Big Six club. So, such a knowledgeable and good-looking panel. You can't be talking about me, obviously. They've just been watching the Real Talk podcast, enjoying Lee and the others shredding the arse transfer. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm
Thanks very much. If, for example, right, you get me Man United versus Brentford tickets, I'm more than happy to go. Otherwise, it's a no deal.
Yeah. So, I mean, we just missed about Crystal Palace and Brentford, obviously with Vieira and his connection to Arsenal. Whatever. I mean, what do you say with that game? That's gonna be his first real test?
Yeah,
as a manager in the Premier League.
I think it's a kind of a must-win for him, because if they don't win to Brentford, who are they actually gonna beat? And the players need the confidence he probably needed for them to believe in what he's doing. So I think it's an important game for Crystal Palace. But it's a derby, and Brentford are a good team. I can see it being a draw. But it's going to be interesting to see how Crystal Palace managed the game, because I think they were very poor against Chelsea, like very poor. They never looked like they were going to score. I couldn't really see what they were doing in the attack, and defensively they looked all over the place.
Definitely. I feel Crystal Palace do. Yeah, it's gonna be a challenge. Like Maisie said, it's gonna be a real struggle for Vieira as his first job, with the amount he's got to sort out, the amount he's got. There's some of the players he's got to lie trust in, like you said, Benteke. He's hardly scored a goal in 2 seasons, and yet he counts himself as a striker. Right? I'm sorry, that's something you expect out of a defender. And even sometimes you don't even expect that out of them, because they'll score off set pieces. So he's really stuck as a manager, especially with the fact, like we just said, with no money behind him. So it'll be interesting to see how he deals with it. I think Roy Hodgson was good at dealing with it and keeping the squad together. Vieira, though, might be a different challenge altogether. So Leeds versus Everton is another one. It looks quite an interesting one. So what do you think towards Leeds versus Everton? That could be quite an unpredictable game, that one.
Yeah. It looks like I think Everton they impress. They made one mistake. I think it was Michael Keane in the defense, and Southampton scored. But other than that, they looked good. They were playing more offensively than I thought they would under Benitez. So I think them against Leeds is going to be a game where I think both teams will score. It's going to be entertaining. But I do think that Everton will win the game. I think Everton is a bit of an outsider this season. And not to challenge top 4, but I think they can challenge for top 6, maybe get a Europa League spot if they're lucky with injuries.
Yeah. Jason, what do you think?
For me, Leeds can't defend. All they do is attack, and that's their problem. So all I can see is Everton win.
Really? Even with like the way like Bielsa plays his football? I mean,
Everton's got much better defence, and they've got quite a good attack as well with Richardson and Lewin.
I think it's definitely one you might want to watch on Match of the Day, though. I definitely think it'd be one for a neutral.
Yeah, definitely be a good game, but I can see Everton winning.
Okay. Maisie, what do you say about that game towards?
I think I've got different opinions to everyone on this panel here, because I think it's going to be a Leeds win. As much as Leeds can't defend, you could see in the second half of last season that the defence did get much better. But I do feel like Leeds' style of play is one of my favourite kind of style of play in the Premier League. I like attacking kind of football. It's enjoyable to watch. And it works well against a lot of teams. Like, obviously, if the defence is much poorer. I feel like with Everton, they haven't got the best kind of defence. So I feel like, perhaps they could get a goal or two against them. And Leeds aren't that kind of team to get tired neither. They just go on and on and on and on. So I feel like it's going to be a Leeds win. However, with Leeds, they'd never have a plan B. And I feel like if it's going to be against a team like Man United again, or if they play like against Chelsea, who's also got a really good defensive team, they've got to be really careful because they need to think of a plan B, and that will come to bite them in losing points against the Big Six team.
I've got, just before we go on, I've got to bring this guy in. He used to do North London banter, which is now banter your rivals. This guy is like a bro of mine. We slaughter each other over everything. We say North London banter because we're Tottenham and he's actually a Bayern fan, but we got to bring him in. Nuri, how are you, mate?
Good evening. Good evening.
Oh,
How's
shut
it
up,
going?
twat. How are you, bro?
Long time no speak, man.
Yeah, long time. So how do you look at it this season, mate? I want to give it actually ask you from a Bayern perspective, then also just the team you just follow, Tottenham as well. Go on.
I think it's a shambles, bro. I mean, what really turns people off from the Premier League is when, well, I mean, it's not all teams that have this, but like especially Tottenham have at the moment, where they're actually refusing to turn up to training and they're refusing to play for the club. I know, obviously, there's there's obviously agreements in place. Obviously, we don't know behind closed doors what's happened, etc. But it's really, when this sort of news comes out, it really, I mean, obviously, I speak to a lot of people from Germany. Obviously, base myself over in Germany and stuff. And to be honest, at the moment, with the Harry Kane things, it's becoming a bit of a laughing stock at the moment, purely because it's like, well, look at the moment, there's been a news broke out that Lewandowski wants to potentially move away. But he said openly in the newspaper, he said, I'm going to honour my contract. Obviously, if they sell me before, but I'm going to still play. Yeah. I know it's obviously a bit of different scale at the moment, but it's just, I think it's so disrespectful the way, back then when Berbatov did it to United, to Tottenham, when he did it down to United, quite a few obviously players that have done it. So, I mean, at the moment, it's just sort of, a bit of a, I'm not really probably going to watch much of the Premier League season this year. It just seems that, like, obviously, it's going to become a farmers' league. With obviously Man City buying all these players and stuff like that. But obviously, will they do anything in Champions League? No. So they can spend all the money they want. They can buy Jack Grealish for 100 million. They can buy Kane for 150 million. Don't mean they're going to win the bleeding Premier League, Champions League. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think this season though could be interesting. Though it depends if they do get Kane. I think it's still up in the air at the minute. But it depends on what Daniel Levy wants. But I still think that there's still a big challenge from Man United, Chelsea. We had the preview with Monster, and you looked at the Chelsea team. Chelsea now with Romelu Lukaku look like a very, very strong side.
Well, one thing I didn't like about Chelsea, which obviously broke out, this thing against Timo Werner. Now, obviously, I've been a huge Timo Werner critic, obviously, especially when he was at RB Leipzig. It's just, it's not nice what they've done to him. Apparently, someone was it when they were training or something, told him go back home or something like that. That's not very nice.
Yeah, I think it was during the actual match. Closed behind closed doors. I think it was.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. I mean, the thing is, really, I mean, what Chelsea fans got to remember is because of Timo Werner, really, they did win the Champions League, and he did obviously influence that quite a lot. He obviously didn't have a great start to his life at Chelsea, but yeah, I mean, that's just nasty, like the way they just sort of attack players like that, especially because they won the Champions League. You know what I mean? So it's not like they had an unsuccessful season. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just all at the moment with the way it's just going. It just seems. I mean, rightly. I mean, obviously, I was watching the football church the other day, and it's true what he says. Big players haven't left the clubs yet from any club. You've had a few obviously end contract. You've had a few loans go back, etc. But there's not actually been a mega person leave a Premier League team at the moment. So yeah, it's a bit. I think it's going to be still tough this transfer window. Obviously, not many are going to come in. Not very high profiles going to come in. You know, who are they going to want to play in that sort of thing? You know, obviously, okay, Man City if they buy them, maybe, or a Chelsea or a United. But what other teams have got a chance of attracting, you know, high players really?
Yeah, but anyway, we're going to move on to predictions. Anyway, so we'll move on to predictions now. So I just asked this. Hello, my friends. Here in Brazil, we think that Europeans do not care about the Club World Cup. There are rumours that it is that is irrelevant. Is it true? I'm not really too fussed, mate, because I'm an Arsenal fan, so I've never been in the Club World Cup. So doesn't really bother me.
Well,
so
actually, with the Club World Cup, I think I saw it. It was the only people that didn't win it. I think Chelsea haven't played yet, have they? No, they haven't.
I don't think Chelsea have never. Yeah, Chelsea
no,
have
they
played
haven't
in
played.
it.
United won
But
it.
no, they played in it. They played in it, but I mean, not like this year's one.
No.
What I was going to say was, I think it's only Barcelona and Chelsea, from what I remember, that have never won the Club World Cup when it's been happening. The other teams that have been in it, I think, like United, obviously Bayern, Real Madrid and stuff, they've all won it. So I personally think it's a lovely cup. I think it's an amazing tournament. Obviously, it's in lovely areas. I went to the one in 2013 where Bayern won it in Morocco. That was an amazing experience. So I think that's maybe for some clubs that might be true. Obviously, if obviously it is obviously a very difficult time of this point of the season where they do play it in December.
Yeah, I mean, you have but Germany has like a Christmas break. We don't.
That's it. Yeah. So obviously it's from that side, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I think it's still a very good cup to win. I think a lot of people do actually look at that record and they do say, well, you know, did you win it when you won the Champions League? Well, no, they didn't. Okay, you know, it's not a huge thing, but I mean, to me personally, I just love that gold badge on the chest of my shirt. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, just want to. But anyway, we're gonna go into the predictions now. So,
Right, I've
so
got a shoot. I'm still at work, but I'll give you a call later on, Steve. I'm off. I think it's Sunday onwards.
Yeah.
I'll give you a shout when I'm on holiday, mate, and we'll have a good catch up, mate. All right.
Yeah, definite. Thanks, man. So thanks for coming
All
on.
right, guys. You take care. Have a good stream. Take care.
Cheers. Take care.
Bye.
Yes. We'll go start at the beginning. So start Liverpool versus Burnley, the early kickoff. Maisie, I'll come to you first. Prediction for this game. What are you going for?
I genuinely feel like it's going to be a draw. I just have a gut feeling in me it's going to be a draw. Burnley always seem to step up against bigger teams. Burnley's one of them kind of sides where they just like to park the bus. They're just an all-man defence, and then when the other team starts to just try to counter-attack with old man Chris Wood. So, yeah, for me, I think it's actually going to be a 1-1 draw.
A 1-1 draw. Wow. Even at Anfield. Jason, what are you going for?
3-0.
3-0.
Yeah.
Okay.
3-0.
And say, what are you going for?
I think it's Liverpool's first home game. I think they won 3-0 last week. They looked really sharp. I wasn't impressed by Burnley against Brighton. I do know they do well against big teams, especially they have a quite good record against Liverpool. But I think Liverpool win. I think 2-0 Liverpool.
So we had a 1-1 draw by Maisie. We had a 3-1 win by Jason.
3-0.
3-0 Liverpool. So 3-0 Liv. And then say, what did you say again?
2-0.
2-0 Liverpool.
Yeah.
All right, and then I'm gonna go 2-1 Liverpool.
It's me with the bold prediction.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it has nothing to do with that Man United hate Liverpool.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. Because I obviously, I do feel like Liverpool, they do have some quality players. Like, I am a fan of some of the players, like Van Dijk. I actually do think he is the best centre back in the league, and that is my truthful opinion. And I quite like Jota as well as a player. If they play good, I'll happily say they play good, but I just feel like Burnley's just gonna put all out, to be honest.
Okay, so
Okay.
talking about high have they? I'm not too sure. We'll wait and see. Big up evening mail. So Unknown has gone for 3-1 Burnley. King Tony 4-1. James has gone 3-0 Liverpool. Maisie, sorry, yeah, you're wrong with that prediction, but it's still awesome. Well,
I
we'll
wish
wait and
I could
see.
say the same about you, Tony. I really could. I'm just messing.
Ow.
I know we're friends. We're friends, really. I was only messing. He knows I'm messing.
I hope he does.
He knows I'm messing. He knows because I was being nice about Brentford, so he knows I'm friends with him secretly.
Okay. Yeah, Aston Villa versus Newcastle. Say what you're going for. Saeed. All right, we'll go for Jason then. Jason, what are you going for?
I'll say 2-2 draw.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear. Go on, Saeed. Go for it.
I think it's a tough one, but I do reckon I'd say like a 2-1 Villa.
So 2-1 Villa.
Yeah.
And then Maisie, what are you going for?
A very boring 1-0 Villa.
1-0 Villa. I can say the score is boring. I don't think you're boring, but the score is definitely not boring. The score is definitely boring. Me, I'm gonna go for 2-0 Villa. 2-0 Villa. So, right, so that one's done. So we're gonna go to Crystal Palace versus Brentford. And we'll start with you, Jason. What are you going for?
I'll say 2-1 to Brentford.
So 2-1 to Brentford. All right. So 2-1 Brentford. Maisie, what are you going for?
3-1 Brentford. I actually have a really good feeling in me that Mbeumo is going to score. I just have that feeling in me, right, like in the bottom of my stomach so much. And I kind of want to see him score as well at the same time because I was just hyping him so much against Arsenal and I wanted him to score. Like, please score. And now I feel like he might actually score against Palace. I've got that good feeling in me.
Oh, so he's actually gone 4-0 Burnley now, King Tony. Pardon me. Aston Villa 2, Newcastle 0. Newcastle draw as used. Villa 1, Newcastle 1. 2 more. Do dislike. Anyone that hates this channel, keep disliking, man. You love you guys. You boost my channel still. 2-0 Villa. 6 likes. Keep smashing the like button. 2.
To be fair, even a Cabbage could probably play better football than Newcastle. Let's just be real.
So James has gone 2-1 to Brentford. Started 2-1 to Crystal Palace. 3-1 to the Bees, King Tony. Unknown's gone for Crystal Palace 2, Brentford 1. So, say what are you going?
2-2.
Oh, sorry.
I reckon 2-2.
Oh, what? Crystal Palace Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
2-2.
two can go either way.
So
I
2-2.
I think it's more my heart for Vieira wanting him to do well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Maisie went 2-1 Brentford, didn't you?
I said 3-1.
Oh, 3-1, sorry. Oh, there you go. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say. Do you know what? I'm gonna be bold, and I'm gonna say 2-0 Brentford. Actually,
That was a bit boring. I thought you were going bold.
no, I thought I was thinking about going.
That
for
is the
Palace.
most boldest prediction I've ever seen. Well done, Stephen.
Hang on, I was thinking of going for Palace, but then I just backed out of it.
Chicken.
So, well, fine. I'll turn it into a Palace win then. 2-0 Palace. Go on in. Right. And if King Tony wants to blame me, you can blame you. Right.
Blame me?
Yeah,
It was
forced me into it. You
I
forced me
didn't
into
force you.
it. You did. You called me a chicken, so I forced me into it.
That's not forcing you. You could have stayed a chicken.
I don't want to be a chicken. Right. Anyway, we'll move on, shall we? Leeds United versus Everton. Maisie, what are you going for?
3-2 Leeds.
3-2 Leeds. Jason.
3-2 Everton.
3-2 Everton. I think for Man United fan, it's whoever hates the most. Saeed, what are you going for? If he's there. No, we'll get him back at some point. I'm going to go for...
Another bold prediction.
Yeah, I'm going to go 4-3 Leeds.
Oh. That's actually pretty bold, isn't it?
Oh, no, isn't it? Static, you think Palace will win? Yeah,
Tony knows ball.
Leeds 1, Everton 1. I'd happily take a point. 3-0 Everton. 2-all. There's unknown going for rapidly. This is washed up. Rafa Benitez is not washed up. No, he's not. Not having that. I'm not having that. Rafa Benitez is not washed up. He is a quality manager. Right, I'm sorry.
It's just about if he'll do it at Everton.
Yeah.
Like you had Carlo Ancelotti last season, and the way he was playing at the start of the season, their team, you actually thought they was actually going to get at least the top 6, and they absolutely flopped it, knowing they've got a really good player like Rodriguez. And you know what? I actually don't even see him in the top 6. You look at the signings they brought in, like Townsend. What kind of ambition does the club have to bring someone like Townsend for a start? And then I know you say, yeah, Benitez is a good manager. I'm not denying he's a good manager. I just think the squad isn't up there to be top 6 quality. It doesn't matter how good the manager is. It's about if the squad works as well. And yeah.
Big up, John. John's coming at the last minute. John, I'll go through the scores for you. The rest, the other scores you missed, I'll go through them at the end. But we'll carry on with Man City versus Norwich. So Man City versus Norwich. I'm going to start with you, Jason. What are you going for?
As much as I hate Man City, I reckon they're in 4-0.
Wow, 4-0. Okay. That's not actually pretty well. That's pretty realistic, actually. Maisie, what are you going for?
6-0 City.
6-0 City. You're crucifying my local club. My mate would be so happy with that.
What an actual shame. They're like a little bit of a yo-yo team. I'll see them back in the Championship next season.
You won't believe how much I take the piss out of him.
To be fair, I'd rather take the mick out of you. You're an Arsenal fan. Arsenal fans are funnier to take the piss out of.
John, you're not supposed to laugh and like back her up.
John, you can laugh as much as you want. Laugh as much as you want, John, because it just brings my boost up a little bit more for me to wind him up. So carry on, John.
I agree with you.
You see what I'm putting up with here.
Yeah.
Who
From the last show,
who did Arsenal spend 120 million on?
What was it?
It wasn't on one player. It was on about 5, and it was a load of crap.
And we spent on 2 world-class players.
Yeah, I know, but it does help when you're in the Champions League.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, John, what are you going for?
Well, definitely City would want to, rectify things after being beaten in the Community Shield and also Spurs. So definitely it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be, I would say 5-0. Definitely.
5-0. Man City.
Yep. And it's their first home match. So yeah.
Sure. Yeah, King Tony's gone with that. Atomic Puppet just goes with complete opposite of what's the normal. 1-1 Pebble.
Oh.
I don't
That's
see
a
that.
bold.
So I'm gonna go 7-0.
Ooh.
Fucking hell, man.
7-0? They haven't even got a striker. Tony, you can come on whenever you want. Literally, if you want to come on one time, give me a message and you can come on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, she brings me on for the entertainment.
No, I bring you on because you want to come on.
And just to have a laugh at as well.
To be fair, you do give me a bit more publicity because people think it's nothing better than watching an Arsenal fan fail.
Yes, preach.
Also, it's say Leeds Everton. What did you say, mate?
It can be better. It was Chelsea fans doing my thing.
I think I said 2-1 Everton.
Right. So gonna move on to Brighton Hove Albion versus Watford.
Oh my!
Right, this is the evening game.
This is a game literally where if pay-per-view was still on, this would still the 15 quid match. It's always the deadest matches what were on that 15 quid pay-per-view, and this will be one of them.
Yeah. I actually, do you know what? Sometimes you think these are dead, and they actually turn out to be a high-scoring game.
Honestly, the pair of them are both as dull as dishwater. I'd actually just spend the evening watching something else.
Oh.
Then you say that, but then to be fair, like Watford did beat Aston Villa 2-0, 3-2.
I didn't bother watching it.
It was a very entertaining game, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it was. I did watch it on Matchday Day. I watched the highlights on Matchday Day. It really looked like it's an entertaining game, to be honest. Maisie, are you on Twitter? Yeah, he's definitely on.
Static, you can literally come on anytime as well. Also, give me a message whenever you want to come on, and I'd love to have you on as a guest as well.
Oh, like you've got a channel or something?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, that's nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'll subscribe to your channel.
What's the name of your channel so that I can subscribe?
It's Devils United.
John, the link, if you click on the if you look in the description below, the channel link is down there.
Oh, okay.
So you'll be able to find
thank you. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, she's killing it on that channel. I'm telling you now, that channel is gonna go places. What the hell is going on?
Oh, that's nice.
That channel, it is that channel's going places. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Yeah, Brighton, Watford. So I'm going to start with Maisie. Go on, Maisie. Go for it.
0-0.
0-0. That's boring.
You know what? I actually looked at the Premier League table. There's been no draws yet.
I know. It's funny,
And I was looking at it and I was like, oh, there's been no. I was looking and thinking, where's the 1 point teams? And then I thought, oh, there's been no draws. Like, very good.
So
Teams
Jason,
actually have the. Teams can actually win. Good.
Yeah. Jason, what are you going for?
2-1 to Brighton.
2-1 to Brighton. Saeed, what are you going for?
Yeah, I reckon Brighton's gonna win. I think 2-1 Brighton as well. They always concede.
2-1 Brighton.
Yeah, that Sarr guy look sharp. I think he's gonna have a good season.
John, what are you going for, mate?
Well, like I'm going the complete opposite of everyone. I'm going to say Watford will win it 2-1 because Brighton has just got a lot of injuries and it has many players that are playing out of position. So because of that, I would say 2-1 to Watford.
Yeah, 2-1. Right, I'm gonna go for. You said 2-1 to Watford, did you?
Yeah.
So 2-1 Brighton, 2-1 Brighton, 0-0, and I'm gonna go for 1-0 Brighton.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody here's got any ambition for either team.
No, to be honest. So we're going into Sunday's games. Southampton versus United. I was going to be doing a watch on top, but unfortunately we've got a protest 3 o'clock in the afternoon at the Emirates. I won't be there, right, because I'm not well enough. But we will be doing our own protest on the channel, so we will be joining in on the acts. I'm not letting that down for a minute. So you will find that actually the watch along for that will be on Charlie's channel, Bug Daily. But the next Man United game will be live on our channel. So, but yeah, Southampton versus Manchester United. Say, what are you going for, me?
I reckon this is going to be another party for United, unfortunately. Because the thing is, Hassan Hutu, he likes to play offensive. And if you play offensive against Man United with a high line, you're going for suicide. So I reckon 5-0 Man United.
Oh, Tony. And I just want to say thanks to James as well for the nice message about what he did say about my channel. Big up to you.
Big up. Right, Tony. Right, me and you are going to have fallen out, mate.
Tony, you're a brand new bester.
4-1 Man United. 8-0 Man United. Wow, fuck. Martial hat-trick. 5-1 United. 5-1 United. I don't know.
Did you type it twice?
I don't know. I think so. Must have done.
You must have typed it twice, Tony. You might have done it with your eyes shut.
Yeah. Sorry. Say just say what was your score prediction again? Say. I'll get it back in a minute. John. What's your score prediction, mate?
To be honest, United is just going to be too powerful for Southampton. Selling Danny Ings, definitely going to be flirting with relegation, and also selling their best defender, Vestergaard, to Leicester. Also another dip, and they haven't replaced. The only positive side, like thing is James Ward-Prowse, their captain, committing to another 4-year deal. So to be honest, I don't see them scoring, to be honest, especially with Varane going to be there. So I would predict a 4-0 to United, as much as it pains me. 4-0 to United.
My heart's beating right now. So thanks, Tony.
Yeah, 4-1 United. 4-1 United.
No. 4-0 United. Even though it hurts me, because the goals for Southampton I don't see anywhere except for set pieces from.
Okay, Maisie, what are you going for?
5-1 United.
5-1 Man United. Jason, what are you going for?
6-0.
6-0.
You put a bet on it, Jason?
I've got accumulator going. I'm watching PSG at the moment. They better win.
Oh, I can't stand. Do you know what? I just don't go near betting, to be honest.
I need 5 more teams to win. I'll win £120.
Yeah.
Wow, you share it?
Yeah, you're sharing it, mate. You know what, mate, I just find I end up just losing more money than I actually make on it, mate.
Beers around.
It's just I see like my dad used to do it, and like he never won anything. So
most I won is £900.
Oh wow, that's good. That's really good.
That's about 2 years ago.
How much do you spend to get it?
Much. You won't want to know.
Yeah, that's why I just don't bother.
Well, I spent 210.
Oh my God, Jason!
Jesus, man.
Well, these came in profit in the end, though.
Yeah, but fuck. Anyway, so I'm gonna go 7-0 United.
Cough, cough. Secret United fan.
Yeah, Steve, I'm buying you a Man United shirt at the winnings.
He's already got one.
I have not got a Man United shirt.
Okay, you've got an Arsenal shirt and you've got Arteta one on the back.
Behave, will ya?
Don't. That's not even a joke. That's not even a joke. Big up Solo, man. Hope you're well. Yeah.
See, Static agrees with me.
Static. Don't help. No, man. Stop helping the situation. You know what I mean?
Secret agent.
Yeah, Steve was coming to the true red side.
No. Maisie's just gone off on a laughing fit now.
Oh, no, not now. I'm fine. Absolutely fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yes, come on, Chris. And Solo, come on, Solo. See, everyone sees it.
Stephen must be. Anyway, he doesn't come from Manchester. Well, yeah, that's a point, isn't it? He'll come around the corner.
He is. You see, plenty of people from down south as a United fan.
No, I am not.
I've seen plenty of people who live down south. Obviously support Man United.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the hell?
And John will agree. You see loads of Liverpool fans who live down south as well. It's just because both us and Liverpool are the two biggest clubs in the Premier League.
See, what are you going for, mate? He's disappeared. All right. we're gonna have to move on anyway. Mitch, wanted to hear the easiest contagious laugh. Yeah, man. At least it helps you that. At least it helps you with that, man. Like, that's main thing. Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wolves versus the Spuds.
Oh
Right.
God.
Wolves versus the Scum.
They're
Right.
both shit at the moment.
Yeah. Well, no. One's shit. One's normal. And I'm taking the white side as being normal. So, Jason, start with you.
Oh
Wolverhampton
God.
Wanderers versus Spurs. What are you going for?
I say Spurs will steer it 2-1.
Oh my God, Chris, you need to show it, mate. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, you gotta show me that. That's got to be quality.
Chris agreed to do it for me when I was on his show yesterday. Or was it the day before? No, I was on Chris's show on Wednesday, and he agreed to do it.
I don't get what that PMSL is. Anyway, yeah. So sorry. Say that again, Jason. For
Spurs 2-1.
Spurs 2-1. Okay. Spurs. John, what are you going for? John?
I would say 2-0. 2-0 to Spurs.
2-0 to
Considering,
Spurs.
yeah, considering that they rested their top guns yesterday when they were defeated.
Yeah, Maisie, what are you going for?
0-0. The pair of them part the bus as best good as each other, so
Okay.
0-0. I'd actually rather watch the bloody Brighton game over that Spurs game, to be honest.
Yeah, got a point. I'm going for 1-0 Wolves. Call me biased. Right. Saeed, what are you going for, mate? If you're there. Is he there?
No.
Banger. 1-1 Wolves, Tottenham.
Love it.
That's my
Send it me through message on Twitter, or if it's easy, you can just make a private stream and show me.
Yeah, definitely. Wolves 2-1. Wolves versus Spuds. Team's only gone for, and Solo's gone for 1-1. So yeah, moving on to go to the banners again. We're going to Arsenal versus Chelsea.
Arsenal versus Chelsea.
Oh,
That's the best prediction I'm gonna do.
I can't wait for this prediction.
Me
Arsenal
too.
versus Chelsea.
This is going to be interesting.
Yes, for sure.
All right, John, what were you going for, mate?
1-0.
Remember this Man United show?
Wait. John, say that again. Sorry.
Sorry.
Let's go. Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
I said 1-0, but let me say 2-1 Arsenal. Arsenal win 2-1.
Arsenal win 2-1.
What?
Yeah, Arsenal has a funny thing of pulling something out of the bag, you know, if they have their back against the wall.
I am fucking taking that. Trust me.
Come on, John. Where are you getting this prediction from? Have you been in a time machine? Tell me where you got it from.
I know definitely Arsenal win. I'm telling you.
I paid him off because he's so desperate to get a win from Red Bull.
Wow, really, mate?
Red Bull's elite. Red Bull is the elite team. It's all about Red Bull.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm team John. I'm team John.
Bit like need to drink it to give them wins because they certainly ain't going to get it from their power. You know?
My first Man United.
Wow.
Oh, that's well nice, that one, Jason.
That's my first ever United kit.
Yeah, they've got no more power units to spare, so they're going to need just like
Cantona. Got Cantona.
Cantona. Oh, I love
Yeah.
Cantona. He's literally like my favourite ever player, Cantona.
Yeah.
Quality.
Same.
Anyway, so let's go. We're gonna go to John. What are you going for? Dance for Chelsea.
2-1 Arsenal win.
Yeah. So Jason, what are you going for?
3-1 Chelsea, Lukaku hat trick.
Wow, that's bold.
4
Jason.
goals. 4 goals to Lukaku. Ben White puts on his ass.
Yeah. Lukaku's just going to barge him on his arse. He's going to fall flat on his face.
Maisie, what are you going for?
5-0 Chelsea.
No way that's gonna be happening. No way.
Trust me, it will.
No it won't.
Yeah, way.
No it won't.
Yep.
Right. It's
I
part of the
guess
Boston game. He won't do that.
And Werner can't
Guess I
even
got
score.
on
And I
this
bet
one.
he'll...
You remember this one?
Yep, I can remember that one. You know what,
And-
Stephen? Werner is that bad at scoring. He'll probably still score against your
You
team.
may not notice we lost a whole lot of games like last
Guess
season.
I got in this one.
Hang
Who?
on.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Right. There's a lot of that last season when we beat them 3-1. We were losing game after game after game after game against crap
I know
teams.
something that's Stephen. Let me find it.
Anyway. Oh no, that's 5-0 Chelsea. So
Lukaku's gonna rip you up. Lukaku's gonna rip you up.
I'm gonna look at 1-1.
1-1. Oh, sisters, boring Arsenal fan.
It's just gonna part the Boston game, and that's my heart saying that. That's not my head saying it. That's not my head saying that, which is using one realistic head. Say, you there? Let's see, I really wanted to score. Chelsea, Ben White corner header like last year, I tell. The bus. Okay.
Well, Stephen, who's this?
Who's that? Who's that?
Ian
I don't
White.
have an evil laugh.
Ian White. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have an evil laugh. No.
Didn't Chelsea 6-0 in the fast and
I know, yeah. That's it, Dan. Dan knows.
Macy.
Nah.
Macy, just to ask, do you have a Twitter page for your channel?
Yeah, I do have a Twitter page. My Twitter page for my channel is at 2_ Devils United.
Cool. Okay. Yes, I found it. Thank you.
Right.
No problem. I'll give you a follow back.
I know it's right. Thank you.
Right. We're gonna move on now. We're gonna move to the last game. Monday night's game, West Ham versus Leicester.
Oh my
right.
god, another hard one.
West Ham versus Leicester. I'm gonna start with let's start with Maisie this time.
2-1 Leicester.
2-1 Leicester. John?
To be honest, I'll just say 1-1. Just to be on the safe side.
Jason?
West Ham has got a very good squad, but only that they don't have depth. That's their weakness.
Jason?
So, no. Let me take it back. 2-1 Leicester. 2-1 Leicester. Sorry about that.
Okay.
They only They just have only 15 first team players only, and that's dangerous.
It's about as late as Max Verstappen cutting across when the breaking's on. Jesus Christ. Jason,
2-1 Leicester.
everyone's gone 2-1 Leicester. That's a bit weird. I'm gonna say 2-2 draw.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna say a 2-2 draw. Yeah. So, is Saeed there at all?
Not yet.
He's disappeared. So, I'll go through the other games for you, John. So, Liverpool, Burnley. Just quickly.
4-0.
Liverpool, I take it.
Yeah, definitely Liverpool, without a doubt. Come on, you Reds.
Villa, Newcastle.
Villa, Newcastle. Villa will win 3-1.
3-1.
3-1 Villa.
3-1. Crystal Palace, Brentford.
Brentford 1-0. Yeah, 1-0. 1-0 Brentford.
And then I'm gonna go for and then Leeds for Everton, sorry.
Leeds what?
Leeds Everton.
Leeds will win 2-1.
Right, got them down. I don't know what to say, but I can't get the other ones from Sir. I'll get another one another time. But still, right, Chelsea 9. Nah, it's not gonna be 9-0. Get out of it.
Wow.
This is the thing, like knowing Arsenal will probably score and park the bus for the rest of the bloody game.
I put this game on seeing Messi to start. Messi ain't even playing. Fucking.
What, PSG's on now?
PSG's
Yeah,
on now.
PSG are winning 3-1.
Oh, are they?
Wow.
Okay. So, yes. Just want to quickly just ask about any signings from now. Do you still think Man United could get a signing?
Yeah, and there's been talks by Fabio Remy, whatever his name is.
Romano.
Yeah, Romano. He said about Neves today.
Neves.
Yeah.
Neves. Is that someone you'd go for, Maisie? Ruben Neves?
Well, I don't know. There would have been people I would have signed over Neves, but we still strongly need someone in that midfield role. So Neves would be fine for me. But
can you imagine him and Bruno together?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We're supposed to be linked as well to a kid from Monaco. And he's a defensive midfielder. So it'd be quite good to see if we actually do get him, because we're apparently in talks.
I actually seen him play once. He's quite a good player.
What happened to Kamavinga? Because I really thought that he would really take you to another level.
The talks died away like 98%.
Yeah, we pulled out.
The talks died away like 98% of our other potential signings.
Oh. Not good.
Yeah, but I think in terms of what about you, John? Do you think anyone else you can get before the window closes?
Well, to be honest, the thing is that we bought Konate way before the window opened, and with him having come to the club, and also Loris Karius coming back from the loan, it means that we have to sell 2 foreign players, at which so far the only one person looking like leaving Liverpool is Shaqiri, but now Liverpool say that it's better for us to like for Shaqiri to stay behind, like than for him to go under his valuation. He might as well just go for free. So because of that, I do not see any incomings at all at Liverpool because they have to sell two foreigners and Liverpool are playing hardball like Daniel Levy. So I do not see at all any.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't see Liverpool getting another signing from the end of the to the end of the season.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal's business is also just done now. I don't see anyone else coming in either from our end. So it could be a very quiet last day. I think Kane might be set up. For me, Kane is set up to be a deadline day story.
Yeah.
It definitely feels like that. Like how Partey was last season.
Probably.
It's like how Partey was last season was set up to be a deadline day signing.
Man United normally get a plan in the last few days as well.
Yeah, but I don't see anything that maybe Man United, but usually you would know about it. Like it would be one particular target that keeps getting talked about, and then all of a sudden it gets thrown in. So like Partey was last season, it was sort of, we all knew it was set up by Sky and probably that to be initiated on the last day and done on the last day to keep people entertained.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, we're gonna wrap it up there. I think there's not much more else. 12 likes. Do smash the like button before the end of the stream, please. It does help. If you can share the stream as well, please do that. We're so close to 1.1k now. On 1087, so we're 13 away. So please do share the stream and subscribe. It really does help if you can. And yeah, we're back tomorrow afternoon where we watch Liverpool play Burnley.
Come on.
Anfield. And then we've got the Liver Awareness Show at 8 p.m. I believe. Yeah, 8 p.m. Where it's just talking about how the stadiums are they safe to be fully at full capacity, and is it a big risk or anything like that? Just any other sort of changes that have been made from COVID. So yeah, but we're back then. Until then, stay safe, stay a while. Oh, sorry. Before I go, anyway, let's shout. I've got to shout out on socials, haven't I? So we'll quickly do that now. John, where can I find you, mate?
Me on Twitter. Like my Twitter page, it's at Brethren John. Also, you can find me on SFeatleyTV, as I'm also the co-host. Co-host of Formula One channel. Yeah, basically that's
Wicked. Jason, where can I find you, mate?
You can find me on Twitter under JasonG2701.
And last but not least, Maisie, where can I find you?
You can find me on my new YouTube channel page, Devils United. You can find me on Twitter, which is at 2_MUFC Maze. And you can also find me on Instagram, which is, I actually remembered it now. It is at 2_ Maze with 5 S's at the end, and then a dot, and then an X.
Oh.
If you can remember that, that's good.
Of course, it's just, you know. But I did want to say, Tony, I didn't eat the burnt garlic bread. I threw it in the bin. Well, I didn't actually throw it in the bin. My friend threw it in the bin. And it actually didn't even look as burnt as you actually think. It actually still looked edible.
Steve, you're a big YouTuber. You've interviewed Fabrizio Romano. Wow. Don't care about... no, mate, like, you know, like it gets to 1.1k. It's just any sort of numbers we get from now on, it's just an extra to help raise money for the charities. The higher the numbers get, the more money we raise for charities. So that's the main thing for us. It's not any any personal gain I'm getting out of it. But yeah, we're back tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, stay well, and we will see you tomorrow. Until then, take care. Bye bye.